Hello, buddy. Welcome back to the Tin Man Score channel. I'm your host, Jeffrey Tin Man Taylor. And today, I thought I'd get on here and share with you guys another dream that I had. This one's kind of crazy out there because in my dream, I'm running in a 5-mile running marathon, and I'm not so athletic. I got contacted by some people running this marathon for a reunion of my high school. And they said they're not only including my class in there, but they're also including the classes that graduated after me in there as well. Some of my classmates were participating in this run, and the others were just going there for support. And I was like, okay, I'm done. But for some odd reason, they decided to get me involved. And I said, I really did not want to run. I just wanted to see everybody competing, like be one of the spectators. And they said, well, we're missing somebody, and they got injured all of a sudden, so I said, all right, I'll do it. I really had to warm up and stretch because it was been a while since I ran, back when I was in like middle school and when we had to do it for PE in ninth grade. So I get ready to start running. They gave me a number on my jersey along with some other classmates and the ones that, like I said, they came after us. And let me paint a picture here for you. We started at the high school, but they blocked off all the roads so that we would run 5 miles from the first stoplight over at our high school all the way down to some back country cul-de-sac area. And the 5-mile finish line was spray painted in like grass, so we had to run off the road and into the grass. We were running like it was eternity. My legs started burning up and I had to do speed walks. And they told us we could stop and get water or Gatorade or something before we continue. So I did that. I took advantage of that when it comes up. And then I just kind of relaxed my legs a little bit and then kept on going. Then once we were getting to the finish line, me and one of my old classmates who was kind of big as me, but he got in 12th place. And I got to the finish line in like 13th or 14th place, and everybody else was just like straggling to catch up. And I remember some of our classmates that did not decide to run, they were sitting in the bleachers, were like calling our names out, like, yeah, you got this. But I thought I was making a mockery of the school because I did not get into the higher ranking list. But they said, hey, it's not for competing. It was really for fun and sportsmanship. I said, yeah, I could agree with that. So I got to the bleachers, then they let me sit down. And I was like huffing and puffing, like, and I saw one of my cousins who was in my old high school now, and she was being taken care of by a paramedic. Apparently she tripped over a big rock and fell, scratched her head really bad. I was going to say something to her, but for some odd reason I did it, probably because the paramedic was talking to her and she was looking directly at his face and not mine, so I didn't say nothing, which I felt bad for her. But then they took her off and went and got her checked out. Then I would say 7 to 10 minutes after that, a bus came and picked all of us up, and we were right back to the high school. And depending on where our last name is, we had to go in the sign rooms like we did back in the day. And I ended up in the room with this teacher, which I never even met. He's a new guy. And I saw that my mom brought me a bag with my boots, a pair of jeans, and a t-shirt. I said, oh, thank you, Mom. So I asked the teacher, would it be all right if I go to the bathroom to change real quick so I could get out of these smelly running clothes? They let me keep I was lucky they had one of my size, but anyway. Went to the bathroom, and now here's where it gets a little funny. I went into the bathroom, and I was about to go into the stall to change, but this African-American female janitor was walking in to clean, and she really had to use the bathroom real quick, and I said, yeah, go ahead. And I had to use the bathroom too. So I went to the urinal, and for some odd reason, they added one of those stupid games in there. Like if you pee on this certain round dot thing, it'll show, it goes up higher, see how many points you get. It's kind of like that funny game that was in the Scary Movie 1, where one of the Wayne brothers was at the movie theater with his girlfriend, and everybody was like in the urinal peeing. You guys know what I'm talking about. They had like that game where they were seeing who gets more points than the other. I was like, that's stupid. I cannot believe I dreamed this up, folks. I ain't lying. But anyway, I got done, and that whole gaming system went away. and she got done using the bathroom, and she made a funny comment saying, I got more points than you, because apparently once she sat down, the game module thing activated in there. She started using it, and it started to gain more points. I'm like, ha, ha, ha. And then she let me go in the stall to change, and then I went back to the classroom. Didn't say anything to my friends there, but my friend Blitzfritz was in the same room I was. I said, I think I'll tell him after I get done putting my boots on, because I just walked out of there with my socks on and didn't even put my boots on. Got back to the classroom and started sliding my boots on, and then we just sat there. And they let us do whatever we want to. We just kind of reminisce about the old days, and then they told us, well, I hope you guys had a good time out here. And now you guys are okay to leave. And I told Blitz what happened, and I said, that was really weird. He said, yeah, they never had those when we were in school. And then we got into our vehicles and took off, and then I woke up. And I was like, why would I dream up a dream like that where I'm running? I'm not so very athletic, but in my mind, I can pretty much do anything. But I hope you guys enjoyed this little dream I had. Don't forget to like, subscribe, turn on post notifications. I know it was a little funny and weird, but I thought I'd get on here and share it with you guys before I forget. Don't forget to like, subscribe, turn on post notifications for more dream content like this. This has been another successful installment of Tin Man Score Channel. I'm your host, Jeffrey Tin Man Taylor, and I said that's a wrap. Have a nice day, buddy.